Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can already tell by the title of the video you've clicked on, we are going to be previewing the game this Thursday as Celtic head over to Rome to take on Lazio in the fourth game of the Europa League group stages. Lazio versus Celtic is the tie at hand. I literally leave in a few hours to head to London to get my flight over to Rome, so decided why not get the video out of the way, because the chances are very unlikely of me making it in Rome. And the chances are very unlikely of me making it back from Rome as well. Joking, hopefully I do make it back from Rome. But, as I said, Thursday night, it is the fourth game of the Europa League group stages. Celtic have started this group campaign fantastically. It has been a joy to watch so far this season, the Europa League for Celtic. A tremendous result last time we played Lazio at Celtic Park, of course. The 90th minute winner, Christopher Julian, heading the ball into the back of the net as he got us the 3 points. We also picked up 3 points against Cluj and a win at Celtic Park. And we were unlucky to pick up the 3 points against Rennes. But obviously we're here to talk about the next game. We're not talking about the past. The job is still to be done. We still need 3 more points, in my opinion, to secure our place in the last 32 of the Europa League. And there is no reason why not. There's no reason as to why not we can't do that on Thursday. A massive game, yes, it's going to be very difficult. Lazio, as we know, a tough side. They showed us that at Celtic Park. It wasn't an easy game. In fact, it was incredibly difficult to, break them down. It was that period of the game where, when we got the equaliser, it was our game, the momentum switched. But before then, it wasn't easy. We did try and get forward, but we weren't as fluid, we weren't as thunderous as what we have been in domestic football. We know that there is tough opposition to come up against on Thursday night, and it is not going to be easy. Before we go any further, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit like and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated. So Lazio heading into this game with some payback, some revenge to try and get off us. They have got to go and get 3 points here. They've not started the group ideally as well as they liked, whereas us, on the other hand, have started it pretty much perfectly. We've avoided a loss away from home and we've picked up maximum points at Celtic Park. As I briefly mentioned in the intro to the video, 3 points I feel like is all we need, and we can guarantee ourselves a position in the last 32 of the competition. But I honestly feel like we can get that job done on Thursday night if we play anywhere near as well as what we did at Celtic Park. Now, yes, if you're not a Celtic fan, you may be watching onto this video and saying, hold on, you could have very easily lost the game, very easily dropped points at the end, Foster making an incredible save. But the performance from the first minute to the 90th minute, from first to final whistle at that game at Celtic Park, was tremendous. The Celtic players looked confident, they looked up for it. As I said, there was that kind of spell of the game where Lazio controlled it, but at no point did I sit back and go, they're going to get a goal here, they're going to score 2 or 3, there's going to be a battering. No, there was no point. Celtic looked confident, comfortable at the back. And ultimately, we kept going to the end, and that's all you can ask for. A little bit of competence, a little bit of confidence in your European performances that pushes you right on to that 90th minute to get a last-minute goal. And the performance throughout was very professional, and it was a well-deserved 3 points for Celtic, if you ask me, trying to put bias aside. Now, Lazio coming into this game are on red-hot form, along with Celtic. Celtic obviously beating Hibs at the weekend to secure our place in the League Cup final. We have been domestically flying away in all other games. We've been beating teams by 3-4 goals and such. But Lazio coming into this game in a very much better position than what they were coming to Celtic Park, which obviously does give them a little bit of an advantage, I say, because they have that home stadium. We know how Celtic play away from home in Europe. It's not typically great, but from the one performance we've seen so far at Rennes, there is a lot of positives that we'll come on to speak about. But Lazio coming into this game, as I was saying, on red-hot form as well. They have won 3 out of their 3 games since losing to Celtic, including a win at the San Siro at the weekend, a thumping of Torino. They've been scoring goals, and we do know the quality of player they've got. Now, they've got the likes of Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, they've got the likes of Immobile. They've got great players all round, and very, as you know how Italian teams like to set up, a very professional, stubborn defence, which is going to set up and try and drain the life out of Celtic as much as possible. Now, what we done very well in Rennes, from that draw, and a game that I thought we should have won, what we done very well in that game against Rennes is I thought we were fearless, We wanted to get forward. We were playing ambitious passes. We showed creativity. We looked hungry. That was something that I believe we lacked in Europe over the past couple of years. Not so much the last season because we were in the Europa League and we got through. The 2 years in the Champions League group stages, yes, you're playing greater opposition, but what we lacked was that little bit of creativity, that little bit of hunger, especially away from home. We always looked as though we knew we were going into games to get beat. And it was like bad result after bad result. Granted, yes, we played the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG, Barcelona, and comparing those to Rennes, Lazio and Cluj is a very different ball game. But the players do look hungry, did look hungry heading away to Rennes. And I feel like we're going to see the same sort of thing, knowing what's up for grabs on Thursday night. There's no reason why we can't. We have our strongest team available to play. We have 9,000 fans backing us in the stadium. We will know that with a win, it will put us in a very, very comfortable predicament for the next game at Celtic Park and then finally ending it off at Cluj. This has been a group that has took a very unexpected turn. Celtic and Cluj have been terrific to start off. The two teams in the top two positions, Lazio and Rennes, tailing off a bit, and Rennes have tailed off as well domestically, which is great to see because we need to keep the confidence on our side of things. Lazio, don't get me wrong, have been scoring goals for fun, as I'm saying. They are at home. Ultimately, if you look at the grand scheme of things, they are, and probably deservingly, are the favourites for this game. And that is very understandable, because they did run it close at Celtic Park. They have been domestically good as of recent. They are at home. They have better players. They have a more expensive team. Rightly so, they are the favourites. But with the thunderous, and that's a word that I love to use under Neil Lennon, because the football he's gave us, to me, has been thunderous. And I explained that in my last video that I made about Neil Lennon. We spoke about it the first time he came back. He came into Celtic after Tony Mowbray, and I think a lot of people are saying it now. He's brought back thunder to the team, an attacking football which has been, you know, fearless. Just get yourself forward, create goals, create chances. The thunderous type of football that he's brought in, and he could use in this game, could easily be countered as well. So I don't quite know how. I was picking up at a point before I started that bit about Neil Lennon. I don't know where it was going. I can't remember where I left off at, so I'm picking up here now. Will that work in Rome? I don't know. I don't know if that's how we're going to set up, because, as I said, if the Italian teams, we know how defensive they like to be. But then again, with the favourite beating Lazio, it could work out badly for Celtic if we just try and, you know, bombard them, counter-attack. They've got fast players, they've got clinical strikers, they've got players who can score goals. It might work out disastrously for Celtic if we want to do that away from home in Europe, because we do know how to concede goals away from home in Europe. We know that fine well. So we need to tactically set up wise. We need to be smart at the back. Look, our back four has been outstanding so far this season. Our best back four, I mean, it's up for debate who the best back four is at the minute because of the Frimpong and Elamed situation. But if you're looking typically at the back four I'd expect to play in Elamed, Julian Ayer and Bolingoli, that is a back four who have been solid. Most goals probably coming from errors, to be honest. So it's a very decent enough situation to be in on Thursday night. We just need to be wary of what we're doing. We need to be confident on the field. We need to control the game in the middle of the park, because that is what we lacked, I felt, the majority of the game at Celtic Park. In the middle, we were playing slack passes, we were losing the ball easily, we were getting battered off the ball, we were slipping over our own feet. In the middle of the park, control that game, and we can do something in Rome on Thursday night, and hopefully I'll be there, flare in the sky, enjoying myself. I'm joking. Anyway, starting 11 prediction and score prediction is what mostly everybody comes here for, I imagine. I mean, although I believe my opinions in the game are relevant. Anyway, starting 11 prediction, it's got to be the strongest side, and I've said it time and time and time again when it is available. The strongest 11, no doubt, is Fraser Forster in goals, back four of Elamed, Christopher Jullien, Christopher Ayer and Bolingoli, midfield of Brown and McGregor with Ryan Christie just in front, the wings of El Yunusi and Forrest, and up front the goal scorer Odsonne Edouard. This will be a very hostile game. I believe we will be battered on the park. I honestly can see us doing something good though if we use our chances well and we're clinical and we control the game in the middle. I'm going to go for 1-0 because I don't want to be over ambitious, and I'm saying that because I'm going to the game and I want to enjoy myself and I want to have a wee bit of confidence in the team. So I'm going to go for 1-0 with an Odsonne Edouard goal. Look, a point would be still incredible. If we could do that, if we could go over to Rome and get a point on Thursday night, I will come back home a very happy man. And I imagine the majority of Celtic fans going will be as well. Because, look, it's been a tremendous season so far. Let's keep up the confidence. Let's just not get smashed. That'd be great. Both on and off the park. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. And I leave your thoughts to my thoughts in the comments below as well. And I'll see you all next time.